Okay. And we start the recording again. Take 2. So, what's difficult with this question is I didn't give you any equation. So not standard form, not factored form, no nothing. So you have to build that formula yourself. So I did kind of set it up for you. So if I let x be the first number, what would the second expression be to represent the second number? Gavin? Not 2x, it's 2 consecutive odd numbers. So like, let's say if this was 1, my next number would be 3. If this was 10, my next number, sorry, if this was 25, this would be 27. So, then?
X plus 1 or 2?
2, right, x plus 2. Okay, because I want 2 consecutive odd numbers. Alright, now I can build my equation. Product means what again? Multiplication. Alright, so x times x plus 2. When I multiply it, it should give me 323. Okay, so then FOIL x squared plus 2x. Bring this over, so it's minus 323 equals 0. And now we have our equation in standard form. All right. What are we trying to solve for here? Are we trying to solve for x or solve for y? X. So we should use quadratic formula. It actually even says in the in here. Okay, so a is 1, b is 2, c is negative 323. By now, you guys should be very good with this. So x equals negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, so negative 2 plus or minus root. By the way, I found my calculator. Mr. Bogina took it. So 4 plus 4 times 323, 1,296 all over 2. When you square root that, you get 36. So x equals negative 2 plus or minus 36 over 2. I can do my 2 answers now. Okay, so x equals negative 2 plus 36 over 2. And x equals negative 2 minus 36 over 2. Alright, and I get 36 minus 2 divided by 2, 17. And the other one that I get, negative 2 minus 36 divided by 2, negative 19. Alright, which answer do I reject? Jonathan?
Negative 19.
Why?
Because you can have a negative 1. I mean, you can.
You can, that's right. So do you reject any of them? No, we don't reject any of the 2. So does that mean my answer, my 2 numbers are 17 and negative 19? No, William. Sorry? Okay, so going back to my original question, determine 2 consecutive odd numbers. When I multiply, give me 323. So what's my answer number 1? Answer number 1 would be? So Dan, I think you had your hand up. Okay. Well, you don't really need to plug it in because I know it's just this, right? So if 17 is my first number, what would my second number be? 19. Yeah. Okay. What is answer number 2? what would my answer number 2 be? If one number is negative 19, the other one is negative 17, not negative 21, because you're adding 2, right? So there's my 2 answers. All right, and how can I check if I got the right answer? Or when I multiply them, I should get 323. All right. Question? No, because how many roots or how many x-intercepts can you have in a parabola? 2 or 1 or 0, right? So it depends on the and how do we know? It depends on this number inside the radical. Okay, so remember on Wednesday when we got that negative inside the radical, it meant that there was no x-intercept. The answer doesn't exist. Okay, I am adding extra word problem in here. Yes. All right, can you guys copy this question down first? So that's what happens. So I can't just blindly increase the price. If I for every $5 increase in the price, 10 customers will go away and say this is a scam. I'm not buying from you anymore. And so we at this type of question, you're gonna see a lot in grade 11 as well. You're gonna try to find the optimum price that will maximize your profit. Right? So at the beginning, we said that if it was just the 300 shoes and the $80, we just times it. So if I let X represent number of $5 increases, right, then my equation is going to change to 80 plus X. And then what would happen here? For every $5 increase,
minus.
excellent. That's it. Does that make sense? Because for every $5 increase, now that the price is like, let's say 85, 10 fewer people will buy the shoes. Okay. And then if this was like, let's say, oh, okay. So, Jaden, what we were saying, like, do you understand this line? So 300 shoes times $80 per shoe to get the profit. But if I increase the price for every $5 increase, I lose 10 customer. For another, if I increase it by $10, I lose 20 customer. If I set it to like $100, which means like 4 increases, I'm going to lose 40 customers. Yeah.
Was that an X or multiplication?
That's types. Yeah. My X has a little curve to the side of it. Okay. So what do you think I have to do with these two brackets now? Yeah. FOIL. Yeah. You know the whole unit is about quadratic formula, so you need some sort of quadratic formula anyhow. So do FOIL. So 24,000, 300 times 5x, 1500x, 80 times negative 10x is minus 800x, and then this is negative 50x squared. All right, let's rewrite it so that it's in proper standard form. So I'm putting my x term first, x squared term first, and then the plus 700x plus 24,000. Ah, I heard it. So are we trying to solve for x or solve for y? What are we? Are we doing? Are we doing quadratic or are we doing the complete the square? Why? Which part of the question tells you that I should solve for vertex?
The max property.
Yes. Keyword right here, max. Right. When does the max occur? At the vertex. Okay. So who remembers how to complete the square? Okay, Gavin, let's hear it.
Oh, you want me to go for everything?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
so
do it.
take the negative 50 out.
Out of what?
The standard equation, I guess. Then you do the x. Like you just break out of the bracket.
First.
And you do the 700 divided by negative.
Right, first two terms. So take the 50 out of the first two terms. So 700 divided by negative 50, negative 14. All right. I haven't done anything with this, so I just leave this here.
Drop the plus or minus.
Yeah, and now the next step.
Oh.
My next step. So Jonathan, how do I get the plus and minus part?
So you have to divide negative 14 divided by 2 squared.
Right. So
You have to do it on the side.
negative 14 divided by 2 square.
So it gives you 7 to the power of 2, and then 7 to the power of 2 is 49.
Good. All right. So that means I'm gonna do plus 49 minus 49.
Plus 2.
Right. All right. And this is when did we do complete the square? 3 days ago. So Tuesday. So we did this on Tuesday. Okay. Next step. Yeah.
You have to multiply negative 50 by negative 49.
Perfect. Good job. All right. Don't forget this step. I have to bring it out. So negative 50 x squared minus 14x plus 49. When I bring it out, 50 times 49.
It's a positive.
2450.
Plus 24.
Okay. And then now I can clean up everything. This is a perfect square. So P equals negative 50. What goes in the bracket here?
X minus 7.
X minus 7. Where did you see the minus 7 again?
From when we squared it.
Right. That's why I always put it on the side to remind myself what it should be. And then add up those two, 2450 plus 24,000. Oh, I hear a lot of thinking, big brains thinking over there. Good. But let's see if you concluded correctly though. This is the tricky part. Okay, Gavin, let's hear it. What's your thoughts? Sure.
In order for him to make max profit, he would have to sell each shoe at $450.
How did you get the 115?
Because when I found the
Good.
you did the price like the every $5 increase.
Right.
The X. Then
Good job. Okay, so if you just look at this, based on what we did, you know that the vertex is 7 and 26450. But that doesn't mean I'm setting the price at $7. If I set the shoe price to $7, I'm gonna go broke because my cost is more than the $7. So what is this 7 right here? Well, as Gavin said, remember X represent the number of $5 increase. So I'm gonna increase the price 7 times. 7 increases. So times $5. Yeah, so I'm gonna increase the price by $35. Increase price by $35. So originally it was 80 bucks. So when I add that 80 back on, that means the price that I should set should be 115. If I set it at 115, how much How much do I get? How much am I collecting? Yeah.
$6,450.
So let me see.
Yeah. What was the question?
Okay. But yeah, that's the correct answer. We'll just say. So let me just. Okay. So I think on the whole test, a question like this would be the hardest it will get. Okay. So you know how every test I tell you the hardest type of question. So if you think that you can do a question like this, then you're all set for next Thursday. If you don't think you can do a question like this yet, you need a few practice. That's why we have these practice questions. Okay. And as I said, this is one of the more important questions that you'll see in grade 11 as well. You'll come back to this, and then you're gonna remember. Oh, I remember this from grade 10. Miss Ching taught us this. Okay. So try these questions. This one, page 272, number 16, is this type of question. Okay. So make sure you try all these. If you are really up for it, you can try these two challenge questions. Okay.